In a world of digital media, the thought of actually owning a physical copy of a video game that you can play whenever you want without waiting for it to download seems to be fading into the past. Thankfully for us retro gamers, a company by the name of Evercade has been fighting the good fight to keep physical media relevant and alive. They have accomplished this by releasing their own handheld and home consoles, such as the Evercade EXP, Evercade Alpha, and the console we are reviewing today, the Evercade VS-R. Welcome to All Around Gaming. For those of you who are already intrigued, you are able to purchase this console on Amazon for $99 plus tax, which comes out to around $108. To start this video off, the way this thing is packaged adds to the experience as you feel like you're getting a high quality console for a fraction of the price of other mainstream consoles. Opening up the box, you're greeted with the Evercade VS-R, and I have to say this colorway is pretty awesome. At the front, you will notice that there are 4 USB slots so you can play with up to 4 people, something that you don't really get to experience now with online multiplayer. And you will also notice this lid opens up to reveal 2 slots, and this is where the magic happens, as this console runs games off of cartridges, which is so awesome since you don't have to worry about downloading your game, and there are 2 slots so you can switch between cartridges without having to swap one out for another. Along with the console, you'll also get one controller which fits nicely into your hands. It is not the most ergonomic controller I've held, but nonetheless it accomplishes what it's meant for, providing a retro look. And the buttons and D-pad feel very comfortable and responsive to the touch, as well as the right and left rear bumpers. To wrap up the rest of the contents, you will get one game collection, which is the Tomb Raider collection that originally released for the PlayStation, and within this cartridge you get Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, along with something that you don't see anymore, which is a full color manual. Let me tell you, when I saw this, I immediately cracked a smile because it shows that the people at Evercade truly want to give you that authentic retro game experience. And for me, I just remember when I would get a new game as a kid, I would read the manual on my way home out of pure excitement and anticipation. Now, the first pet peeve I do have is that this only came with a USB-C charging cord, and it would have been nice to include the actual power adapter, but like I said, this is something minuscule. When setting up your console, it will ask you to establish a Wi-Fi connection. This is so you can receive updates to the system, and also so you can browse their game library in the startup menu, which is quite impressive, but we will get to that in a bit. Pet peeve number 2 that I had with the Evercade VS-R is that setup does take quite a while. After waiting for it to connect to my Wi-Fi, which took a few minutes, it automatically began an update, which also took a little while to complete. So this is not just a plug and play situation. So take advantage of this time by getting yourself a snack before your first gaming session. The user interface you're greeted with is one that is customizable just by going into the settings. This allows you to change the bezel and background designs, as well as add scanlines to your screen to give it that old school feel of a CRT screen, which is freaking awesome. You can also adjust the aspect ratios here. The creme de la creme of this interface, though, is the ability to view the full catalog of Evercade game collections that you can check out and view which games are included with a brief description of each one. And let me tell you, the catalog is vast with licensed and homebrew games that you can collect, and they are adding more every few months as well. This is exciting just for the fact that you may get an opportunity to add one of your favorite classic games to your collection that may be very difficult and expensive to get your hands on if it were the original. With all that being said, gameplay and visuals for Tomb Raider is exactly how I remembered it for the PlayStation, which is not a bad thing since the point of this console is to preserve the classics as we remembered them. Plus, if I wanted to play an updated version of Tomb Raider, I could have just gotten the remastered trilogy, but where's the nostalgia factor in that? The fact that Evercade is starting to release collections for PS1 games is exciting, especially when considering that we could get re-releases for games that are so expensive to collect, like the original Resident Evil trilogy, Parasite Eve, Dino Crisis, and the list goes on. All in all, if you're worried that retro gaming is dead, you can fear no more with Evercade preserving the classics the way we remember them. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed this review and want more videos like this one, please drop a like and subscribe. It will help the channel grow so I can provide you with more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.